One of my mom's favorite quotes is a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. Now, I didn't know that this was actually a line from a poem by Julia Corney's poem, Little Things. I found this out years later, like probably in my 30s. But the reason why I'm talking about this is the power of small steps, right? The power of making that small steps that ultimately leads to the greater goods, right? Or greater goals that you have in life. Now, the reason why I'm sharing with you this particular quote is because years ago, I faced almost a tragic situation that made me believe in the power of small steps. And here's the story. So now I just moved to Baltimore at the time, and I was looking for a job to work for a radio station. So I had listed out all the radio stations in my area, and I decided to call them one at a time to see who's going to give me an opportunity to work as a production assistant, right? So that was what I was looking for. So upon calling all these different stations, TV and radio, I faced loads of rejections. Everybody kept telling me no. I don't know the reason why. But then finally, I decided that I was going to go to a radio station or television station and show my face, as we say in Nigeria. So maybe if they see my charismatic personality, charming behavior, they will give me an opportunity. I decided to go on this venture. It's about 2 hours away. I picked a TV station next to my area, well, next, far away from home, obviously. And when I finally got there, I took the train there. I got there, and then bam, I got off the train. Vertically, right? Vertically across from me, going this direction, was the train tracks. Horizontally, going this direction, like this. Let me do it this way. Was a road or streets, as they say in the US. And I looked to my left. The train was still in the station, and ahead of me was where I needed to be, and it was my right of way. Immediately, I put one foot, right, my foot, on the rail. I fell to the ground, and for some strange reason, I couldn't get back up. Every time I tried, I kept falling back down. I heard the train blowing its horn. Bum, 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 bum. Across from me, a woman screaming, "Somebody help her! Somebody please help her!" In my small mind, all I'm trying to do was to get up, and I couldn't get up. And I didn't know that the more I tried, the further I went. And automatically, I was pushing myself forward with those little efforts that may seem at the time insignificant. And finally, I crossed the rail, like I crossed the tracks, right? All the tracks. And then the train that was blowing its horn went by. Its wind was so strong that it almost knocked me right back down to the ground. The woman who was screaming ran towards me, grabbed me, and held me up, right? And she said to me, "You are so lucky you almost got killed today." And then she went on to say, "The man upstairs saved your life." And I said, "What man? Man, why did he come down to help me out? I'm out here bruising my knee and scraping my, I was just so upset. But again, I was on a mission to get to this TV station. And when I finally got there, they obviously nobody cared about my charismatic personality. So they dismissed me and I went home. When I finally got home, that was when I realized that I actually almost got killed today. And it was my little step that saved me, to be honest with you. So don't ever forget those small steps. Sometimes we feel those steps are insignificant. But can you imagine that when it rains? I remember when it rains in Nigeria, it would rain, we call it small, small rain. It rains very small. And when you put a bucket under that rain, by the time you know you have buckets of water. That is how steps are in life. The little step you make every single moment of your life will lead you to your destination, or rather, get you on the path that you should belong, or that your soul belongs to. Don't ever neglect Don't ever dismiss those small steps. After that experience with the railroad and falling on a track or falling in a track, I value every parts of me, value those small steps. So I'm sharing that with you today as a way to encourage you to not overlook your small steps. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me for more great content.